Hey everyone, Jordan here. They say that money changes people, but sometimes the lack of it reveals who your family truly is. For the last 5 years, my eldest son, Ethan, treated me like an absolute embarrassment. I chose to live a simple, minimalist life in a small, suburban house, driving an old, beat-up pickup truck. Ethan, who worked a corporate job and married into a very snobbish family, completely despised my lifestyle. Last week, he invited me to a high-end French restaurant for his birthday dinner, but the moment I sat down in my casual jacket, Ethan leaned over, looked at me with pure disgust, and whispered, "Dad, could you please just keep your mouth shut tonight? My in-laws are coming, and I don't want them knowing you're just a retired blue-collar nobody. You're ruining my image." He genuinely believed that my worth as a father was tied to the price tag of my clothes, and he treated me like trash in front of everyone at that table. But Ethan made a fatal mistake. He assumed I was broke just because I didn't flaunt my wealth. Before I tell you exactly how I dropped a financial bombshell right in the middle of that dinner and left Ethan begging for my forgiveness, I have a quick question for all of you watching. Drop a comment below. If your own child treated you like a second-class citizen just to impress their wealthy in-laws, would you cut them off financially? Or would you try to mend the relationship? Let me know. I am reading and replying to your comments. Now, back to the dinner. Throughout the entire night, Ethan ignored me, loudly bragging to his father-in-law about a massive technology startup that was looking to acquire his small tech firm. He kept saying, "If the main investor signs the contract next week, Chloe and I will finally be millionaires." His wife, Chloe, chimed in, laughing, "Yes, and we can finally move out of the city and away from basic people." She looked directly at me when she said it. I just smiled, took a sip of my water, and remained perfectly quiet. What Ethan and his snobbish in-laws didn't know was that 10 years ago, I secretly founded a private equity fund that now controls over $25 million in tech assets. And that massive startup Ethan was desperately trying to impress. I owned 60% of it. I was the anonymous primary investor holding his entire career in my hands. Right as the main course arrived, I calmly pulled out my phone and sent a direct text to my corporate attorney. It read, "Cancel the acquisition deal with Ethan's firm immediately. Conflict of interest." 2 minutes later, Ethan's phone buzzed violently. He excused himself, smiling, thinking it was the good news. But as he read the email, the color completely drained from his face. His hand started shaking, and he accidentally knocked over his wine glass. His boss had just texted him saying the multi-million-dollar deal was dead because the primary investor had personally pulled out, and Ethan's firm was now facing bankruptcy. He looked up, panicked, sweating profusely, and muttered, "I don't understand. The anonymous investor pulled the plug." I wiped my face with a napkin, stood up, and patted Ethan on the shoulder, mimicking his exact tone from earlier. I whispered, "Don't ruin your birthday dinner, Ethan. It's just a business deal. After all, you wouldn't want a retired blue-collar nobody like me interfering in your high-class life anyway." The realization hit him like a lightning bolt. His eyes went wide as he figured out that the $25 million tycoon he had been chasing for months was the very father he had just treated like trash. He started stammering, trying to grab my arm, crying, "Dad, wait, please, I didn't know." But I simply walked out of the restaurant, leaving him to face his ruined career and his furious in-laws alone. He wanted to throw his father away for status, so I made sure he lost both. Thanks for tuning in to Jordan's Stories today. If you enjoyed this satisfying taste of poetic justice, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more powerful revenge and karma stories, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.